Startled me. This is Ready for the Road Week, and we're helping you get ready for summer road tripping with stories on preparation and safety. When you hit the open highway in your vehicle, you're often sharing it with big commercial trucks, and for some drivers that can be a source of anxiety. So this morning we're learning about the role the Nova Scotia Trucking Safety Association plays in keeping everyone on the road safe, and what drivers on both sides can do to help out. Linda Corkum is with the association, along with the association's safety coordinator, Gary Hunt. Good morning.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. So let's talk about what the association does in terms of keeping everybody safe on the road.
Well, we have a membership base. We have trucking companies in the general freight, the moving and storage, the liquid bulk, the dry bulk, and the reefer vans. And we promote through education and training and certification and partnerships with other organizations such as the Department of Labor, the Federal Canada Labor Code, the Vehicle Compliance Officers. And we promote through education, putting on different programs, different times of the year, and encouraging companies to participate.
What's an example of a program you would put on?
We help them build a safety program for their company.
Okay.
So what are the elements that you need? What do you have? And what are the gaps? So we try to close those gaps and establish an effective program that's easy for them to understand and manage, and then roll it out to the employees in the company.
So then when it comes to getting on the road and truckers being on the road and other drivers being on the road with them, Gary, what are some tips for everyday drivers, like people in, consumer vehicles, that would really help out in terms of safety?
Give the trucks and the drivers room when you're passing them and coming up behind them. They can't see you. You can't see the mirrors. They can't see you. Don't cut them off. They can't stop as fast.
Right.
They need lots of room to maneuver and to stop and to slow down. And they are delivering products to stores all over, so they're going to be downtown in city cores. They need room to maneuver.
Because a lot of people too get in a hurry. They're on a highway and they're like, I need to pass this truck now. We always feel like we're in such a big hurry, and that's sometimes when things can happen. And as you mentioned, they've got a lot of weight that they're dealing with.
Yeah, 40,000, 50,000 pounds of products,
Exactly. What about when something happens on the road? What kind of training do truckers have in terms of responding to emergencies? Maybe if an accident does happen, or if something else happens. I mean, truckers are on the road so much that they probably see all kinds of things while they're driving.
They see from A to Z.
Yeah.
They're, 10, 12 hours a day on a road. Most of them have first aid, and most of them are willing to stop and help if they see something serious is going on. They're out there. They see a lot of different things, and a lot of them are family people, and they're willing to help.
Yesterday on the show we talked about things like safety checks and things like that. So those kinds of things do happen, and the association's involved with that as well.
Well, before a driver goes on the road, he has to conduct a pre-trip inspection. So he has a checklist of what he has to check on the vehicle before he even puts the truck in gear to go down the road. Okay,
so there's that.
Yeah.
And then once he's on the road, what kinds of things is he or she, I should say, it's not to say there aren't females, watching for in particular?
He or she, the driver, the professional driver, has gears. He has to shift through up to 18 gears, and depending on how heavy the load is, it's all skill and timing. Gauges to check, your mirror checks, mirror, glass, mirror. You're looking around for traffic, trying to guess what other people are doing. They see a lot of different.
Yeah, there's a lot of anticipation in there, having to watch.
You're trying to guess what somebody around you is trying to do. They're driving erratically or in a hurry.
Especially if you're in like a big 4-lane highway or something like that. There's a lot to keep an eye on.
Yep.
So overall, what advice would you give to drivers on the road who do feel a bit trepidatious when they see a big commercial truck?
We all share the road. We have to remember that. We all have destinations. Leave early. Don't stress yourself out. Give yourself lots of time.
And keep your eyes open too.
Yes.
The association has a slogan: Stop, think, act safely. What does that mean, Linda?
Well, when we're putting on training programs and educating the industry, we're always trying to think of things that they can remember that are simple and easy to remember.
Okay.
So stop. So slow down. Think about what you're going to do. Act in a responsible, safe manner. Act safely.
Yeah.
And they get that.
Everyone.
They can remember it. So we have it everywhere, as you'll probably see in any of our materials.
Yeah.
And they get it, and they say thank you for keeping it simple.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's a good device, like I said, for everyone. It seems that's a good way to go. Thank you so much for coming in and helping us be ready for the road and share the road safely with commercial trucks. They're a big part of living in Canada, of course, getting goods from place to place. We have more CTV Morning Live coming up, 7:49, the time right now.
Kale and Parmesan